What's up? Oh, really? Wow, you really did make it in. But you know something, Charmander? I think there's someone else that might actually make it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as well this time. No, not me. But I'm actually thinking about someone who has actually been, you know, kind of anticipated for quite a long time. Rayman. I think Rayman might actually make it in to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's talk about it. Welcome everyone, this is Andres Restart, and this is my argument for Rayman in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So the thing about Rayman that we need to understand is that Rayman is an iconic character. Rayman is a character that is essentially the poster boy for Ubisoft, and Nintendo and Ubisoft had an incredible relationship. Over the years, Ubisoft has supported Nintendo beyond any other. They've been with Nintendo through thick and thin. When there are no other third-party games on Nintendo systems, you still got Ubisoft. They've made so many exclusive third-party games. They even do multiplats. Like, Ubisoft supports Nintendo better than any other third-party company. I mean, just last year, we got Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Nintendo and Ubisoft worked together on that, and Nintendo trusted Ubisoft with the Mario IP, and they made a great game. And now even this year, we're getting Starlink, and guess what? It has a whole bunch of Star Fox content. It's basically the only Star Fox game we're going to be getting for a while, and it's looking to be pretty good. So the point I'm trying to make here is that Nintendo and Ubisoft have an incredible relationship, and Ubisoft is a company that's been around for years, and Rayman is a video game icon. He's been around for years. He's a very popular character. So why hasn't he made it into Super Smash Bros. Yet? Why? It's kind of a head scratcher when you think about it. But here's the thing, if you take a look at the actual history of third-party characters in Smash Bros., it kind of starts to make sense. So in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, we got the first two, Sonic, which is from Sega, and then Snake, which is from Konami, Japanese-based characters, right? And then in Smash Bros. Wii U, we got Pac-Man, Bandai Namco, Japanese company, right? And then we also got Mega Man from Capcom, another Japanese company. And then for third parties, we got Ryu, which is another Capcom character, and then we got Cloud, which is a Square Enix character, another Japanese company. And I don't count Bayonetta, because Bayonetta is kind of more of a Nintendo IP kind of character, at least at this point. So, you know, I don't really count Bayonetta as a third-party character. But if you look at all the other third-party characters, well, even Bayonetta, it's Japanese, right? All these third-party characters, they're Japanese, they're Eastern-based characters. And that's kind of how the roster has been shaped over the years. But now, things seem to be a little bit different. If you look at the characters we're getting now in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they seem to be characters that have more of a Western popularity, more of a Western influence. King K. Rool, he was created by Rare. While he is owned by Nintendo, he was created by Rare, and they are a Western company. King K. Rool is now in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Ridley, the antagonist for Metroid, a series that's more popular in the West than in the East, is now in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And we're also getting Simon Belmont and Isabelle. These are all characters that are long-time fan-requested characters. But the main point here is that it seems the roster is sort of opening up towards more of the Western persuasion. So that seems to open the door for maybe even Rayman. Rayman from Ubisoft, which is a European-based company. Maybe now we'll finally get representation from Ubisoft, when they seem to be very, very deserving. Maybe even more deserving than some other third-party companies that are being represented in Super Smash Bros. Yes, I'm talking about Konami. And no, don't misinterpret that. I am extremely excited to see both Snake and Simon Belmont. I'm simply referring to their business practices. But that's besides the point. I think now is the time for Rayman to make it into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It makes sense considering the kind of roster we're seeing. Not only because it seems to be that they're opening things up to the Western audience in terms of actual roster choices, but also because it seems like Smash Ultimate is all about bringing in long-time fan-requested characters, as I noted earlier. Ridley, King K. Rool, Isabelle, Simon Belmont. These are characters that have been high up in the polls over the years, and they've been waiting to make it into Smash Bros. For quite a long time. And Rayman is another one of those characters. So I have a theory that we're going to be getting one more third-party character for the base roster, and this is basically my theory. So if you look at Brawl, we got two third-party characters, right? We got Sonic and we got Snake, and then for Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, we got Mega Man and we got Pac-Man. And now for Smash Ultimate, I think we're going to be getting in the base roster 2 third-party characters, just like the previous 2 Smash games. Just a quick note that I noticed I should probably put in while editing this video. When it comes to this theory, I'm not considering characters like Ken, who would be an echo for Ryu, an already established franchise being represented in Smash Bros. And I'm also excluding characters like maybe Geno, because Geno is a part of a Nintendo game, right? He's not necessarily representing Square Enix, even though he would be a Square Enix rep. I'm referring to characters that would be representing third-party companies and actually be giving them kind of a boost in terms of marketing. We already got one, we got Simon Belmont. Technically there's also Richter, but what I really mean is the franchise, right? We got Castlevania and Smash Bros. And I think now we're going to be getting Rayman. I think he's going to fit in perfectly for that second third-party character for the base roster of Smash Bros. And for the record, just like for the DLC, how we got Ryu and Cloud, I think we're going to be getting at least 2 more third-party characters for DLC. I think those characters are going to be Banjo and Kazooie and Sora, but that's for a separate video on another day. The main point here is that I think Rayman is the best candidate to make it in as a second third-party character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But besides that, is there any other reason to think that Rayman could make it into the game? Well, besides the fact that Rayman is an incredibly popular character, a long-time fan-requested character like all the other characters that are making the Smash Ultimate, and the fact that Rayman is a poster boy for Ubisoft, arguably the third-party company that has the best relationship with Nintendo, I do think there's perhaps one more point that suggests that he could make it into the game. So bear with me here, and I understand that some of you may not agree with this, but just hear me out. Okay, so if you go back to Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS, when we were getting reveals for that game, when we got the reveal trailer for Greninja, we saw in the clouds a silhouette that was made out to be maybe Pac-Man. A lot of people thought it was Pac-Man. I agree it was Pac-Man, and guess what? We got Pac-Man and Super Smash Bros. Wii U and 3DS. At the time, it seemed like Pac-Man was teased, and we actually got a reveal for it. And now, that could be just chalked up to coincidence. Maybe the cloud just looks similar. Maybe it really wasn't there. Maybe it wasn't an intentional tease. That is possible. I don't agree, but it's definitely possible. But this time around, during the King K. Rool reveal trailer, in the clouds, there's another cloud that was spotted that kind of looks a lot like Rayman's head. So could it be that this time around, Sakurai is also using the clouds to tease the second third-party character in the game? Maybe. Or maybe it's just a coincidence and it's just a cloud that looked kind of like Rayman's head. But I want to point something out here. Sakurai has used Smash Bros. To tease things in the past. This is factual evidence, and let me give you a great example of that. So remember when Simon Belmont was revealed during that big trailer where Luigi was running around this castle getting all scared? A lot of people noticed that he had this strange poltergust on his back. It wasn't the same one from previous games, it was a whole new design. And then sure enough, a couple months later, when Luigi's Mansion 3 was both announced and revealed, Luigi had that same design for a poltergust. So as it turns out, yes, Sakurai and the Smash team were using Smash Bros. To tease Luigi's Mansion 3. And there you have it. There's actual evidence of Smash Bros. Being used to tease things. So since we know that Smash Bros. Is used to tease things, could there be other teases? It kind of opens up your eyes maybe a little bit more for that little cloud thing that was showing Pac-Man a few years ago, and now maybe this cloud thing that could be suggesting Rayman. Maybe. I could just be pulling at straws here, potentially, but I definitely think it's one more piece of evidence that kinda maybe helps to build the argument for Rayman in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Cloud or not, I think Rayman stands an incredible chance. I think there should be one more major third-party character, and there's really only a few more candidates out there that I think would be kind of big and major. And I've already brought them up. I think it would be Sora, I think it could be Banjo-Kazooie, or Rayman. But I've already stated that I think Rayman is the most likely candidate to make it into the base roster, and I think Banjo-Kazooie and Sora would make more sense as DLC. Could I be wrong? Of course! Maybe none of them will make it, maybe all of them will make it, it's hard to say. But that's what I'm sort of rolling with here. I think Rayman's going to make it in to the base roster. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Rayman deserves to be in Smash Bros? And if so, will it actually happen? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, everyone, thank you so much for listening and watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, like the video, hit that notification bell. That would help out a lot, especially if you want to see more content on my channel, including further argument videos for different characters in Super Smash Bros. I've already done a few already, like an argument for Banjo-Kazooie, Rex and Pyra, Isaac from Golden Sun, Geno from Super Mario RPG. I've made arguments for all these different characters. Oh, Skull Kid as well. I think all these characters have a shot. So check them out. And I do a bunch of other Nintendo content as well, so like I said, if you're new here, maybe you should subscribe. I'd appreciate it. But that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye.